Great Lent is finishing up, and now it's time for Holy Week. This is one of those situations where homeschoolers have a decided advantage because they can set their own school schedule. And for Holy Week, it can be very difficult for those who have children in regular schools to work out how we're going to fill up the schedule this week. Here are some things to think about while you try to plan for Holy Week. First, don't be afraid to just tell people that it's Holy Week. You can tell coaches, you can tell teachers, I'm sorry, it's Holy Week. We're Orthodox. We go to church for all of Holy Week. It's okay. They won't fall over. They'll survive it. You can tell them, sorry, the kids aren't going to make practice on Wednesday. They're going in for Holy Wednesday. All right, here's the next question. What's the right number of services to attend? Truth is, not all families can make every Holy Week service. Even if you're not dealing with a school or work schedule conflict, it can be a lot of services. Know your kids. Know how many services you're going to be able to do. Now, one strategy is to try all the services, but be willing to leave early if a young one really needs to leave early. Sometimes just soaking in part of the service is enough. We all know that there are times when our toddlers really can't take another minute, and that's okay. The truth is that some services really are more important than others. For example, Holy Friday. If your parish has services all day long, maybe even a youth retreat, pull your kids out of school. Write a note. Let them know. Great and Holy Friday is an important time for our family. It's an important religious holiday. My kids are going to miss school. Almost every parish in America is going to be decorating a tomb with flowers on Holy Friday. Even if it's not usually something that the kids in your parish do, show up. Show up for the service, see who's decorating the tomb, ask if you can help. It can be a really beautiful way to involve your kids in the services and to make them really feel like they are truly members of this parish if they can help and prepare something. Holy Week services can be sad. They cover some very serious topics, right? As we go into Holy Week, not only are we talking about our own sinfulness, we're reading the 12 Gospels. They're very sad. They're very long. They're very painful. We see Christ scourged and crucified. You might not show your kids a movie with themes like that, but the truth is that it's not going to hurt them necessarily to go to Holy Week, but you need to be able to talk about those things with them. And you need to watch. If they are getting really upset, it's okay to leave. Or it's okay to walk outside and get a breath of fresh air and talk to them about what they're seeing and what they're thinking about it. We always remind our kids that at the end is Pascha, that Christ triumphs over death. And we remind them that Christ enters into suffering because we suffer sometimes, because human beings suffer in this world. And so Christ suffered with us. Isn't it amazing that God, who didn't have to suffer, who was not subject to death and pain, would volunteer for this because he loves us so much? And remind them that Christ had to enter into Hades to be able to break it open so that we could all be with him and with God in the light of the kingdom. So think about Holy Week. Clear your schedule for the services that you're going to attend. It's okay if you don't go to every single service, but if you can, it's worth trying, right? If you're coming out of this Great Lent feeling like you really want to make these rhythms stick in your family, take a look at Blueprints for the Little Church at store.ancientfaith.